Начинаем. Part 1, 15th century. The beginning of the plot in Michael's celestial school. The meditation grown by the powers of the sun and its eurythmic performance sounds. Springing from brows of the sun, radiant spirit powers blessing all worlds. For Michael's garment of rays, ye are predestined by thought divine. He, the Christ messenger, revealeth in you, bearing mankind aloft, the sacred will of words. Ye, the radiant beings of Aether-Worlds, bear the Christ word to man. Thus shall the heralds of Christ appear to the thirstily waiting souls, to whom your word of light shines forth in cosmic age of spirit man. Yea, the disciples of spirit knowledge, take Michael's wisdom beckoning, take the word of love of the will of worlds into your souls aspiring actively. Michael.
You are muted, Nicholas. Sorry.
Very good.
Michael addresses the spiritual beings of the solar sphere, numerous two groups of people, these are Platonics and Aristotelians, as well as countless elementary spirits included in his host. Now the words of Michael.
Let us recall to our souls. The age of the consciousness soul has arrived. Now it is time for humanity, which we nursed during all previous ages, to gradually enter adulthood.
By human standards, a conscious soul is 42 years old. It's definitely time to grow up. And what is going on Earth? A dragon is flying above, blocking the road to the spiritual world. Ahriman captured the entire Earth and became its prince. There are endless wars, epidemics all around. And on top of it, the Inquisition is raging, preventing you from taking steps. This is a kindergarten behavior by God. That's right, it's time to grow up.
Well, about the Inquisition, the pot calls the kettle black. Didn't you, as Dominicans, give birth to it?
Do not quarrel, my friends. You will have many opportunities to resolve your karma. Now, let us focus on our common tasks, building the future. For the first time, you will become collaborators in this creation.
But we are filled exclusively with ancient wisdom, ancient traditions. It is unlikely that with this baggage we will build something for the future.
That is exactly what the heavenly school was created for. That is why we are all here today. You have only a few centuries of learning ahead of you to expand your ancient wisdom into modern, practical spirit knowledge, with the help of which you can take the baton of creation from my colleagues, the higher hierarchies.
Oh, friends, I'm afraid I don't see the words. Боюсь, что я не вижу слов. Или у меня другой текст.
Должны быть слова. Что же делать?
Can someone else read?
Я могу прочесть за платонистов пока, если не
Да.
старая версия.
Да. А где новая версия? Можно ее отправить?
И я попросила в чат. Будем ждать. Давайте я пока прочту то, что было. How are we going to openly show sacred knowledge in heaven, like in a park cinema, so the dragon that flies above the earth will be the first to see this knowledge and intercept it? Mikhail?
Listen, Platonist. There is no need to whine. We'll do everything in time. I, like the Aristotelian business approach, just don't fly ahead of the locomotive. Overall, we will have completed the full curriculum by the 18th century. During this time, you will periodically undergo an internship on Earth, not as a whole, but in turn, either as Platonists or Aristotelians. Then there will be a graduation project, Space Cult, during which the entire program in imaginative form will be broadcast to Earth.
So by new version, there are representative of Platonists, and it was the same. How are we going to openly show sacred knowledge in heaven, like in a park cinema, so the dragon that flies above the earth will be the first to see this knowledge and intercept it?
He won't have time because starting in 1841, we will severely pinch this dragon until we cast it to Earth in 1879.
Well, let them go down to Earth and transubstantiate it there. Otherwise, it can cause so much trouble on Earth.
And we will protect you from the spiritual world and prepare heavenly substances so that when the dragon is finished, we can build with those substances the earth.
Okay, but when we deal with the dragon, make sure that you don't stay there too long, because we will really need your heavenly substances and connection with spiritual prototypes. Otherwise, how to embody them on Earth? Well, won't you let us down?
Make sure you don't let us down. It remains to be seen how you will cope with the dragon. Firstly, after being born on earth, you will all forget that you don't need no education. And secondly, the dragon will capture all the cosmic intelligence that descended to Earth and direct it against you. And you don't need a crystal ball.
Yes, the situation, frankly speaking, is not easy. Well, the mission is simply impossible.
Come on, don't panic. We will recreate on Earth our heavenly school with 3 classes. When they are mastered, you, like Van Helsing, can cope with any evil spirits. And by 1933, you will be able to clear the way for our Lord, and he will appear in the ethereal for all of humanity.
Excellent. Then in the first half of the 20th century, we will give the dragon the chop, so that in the second half of Platonists can come, and together we will transform the earth by the end of the century.
Stop, stop, stop. There is a hole in the plot. We will come to act by the end of the 20th century. We will bring with us miraculous new methods from the spiritual world. And by this time, all the Aristotelians would have long left the earthly plane. No one has yet abolished normal life expectancy. And then, while they, as expected, will prepare for the next life for several centuries, what will we do without them? Ahriman will extinguish us.
On this occasion, can we go back very quickly? Not in a few centuries, but in a few decades.
Okay, I will settle this in the heavenly office. The Aristotelians will be able to return to Earth very quickly to join the Platonists, reaching the culmination of our project by the end of the 20th century. Moreover, you will be able to act on Earth with the power of the higher hierarchies. And my closest colleague, Vidar, will come to your aid.
Everyone notices him for the first time.
Why hasn't he uttered a word yet? So, Vidar, do you agree with this plan?
Well, silence is a sign of consent.
I wouldn't recommend making jokes here, because guess who will take my place when I overthrow the dragon in 1879 and go for a promotion?
Archangel Raphael.
Hardly, rather, Archangel Gabriel.
Talkers, although these are my colleagues, they are from a completely different tribe. Among our people, it is the future Archangel Vidar who will lead you and command your love and loyalty. The fact that Vidar is silent is for your own benefit, allowing you to accumulate more strength. When Ragnarok is over, Vidar will engage in decisive battle with the dragon on Earth and clear the way to the ethereal Christ.
Well, of course, we wildly apologize for being sarcastic at our future boss. We're just used to organizing verbal battles with each other for centuries.
Yes, we apologize, but still, there is a discrepancy here.
Another problem, you always have some kind of problem.
Seriously, we need to clarify everything now. Then it will be too late. When we come to Earth, we will all forget everything about we don't need no education here, and we will forget each other. But only thanks to internal communication, we can remember each other. So, our distant, unfamiliar northern friend Vidar is too alien to us. If only someone here was from the Nordic countries where Vidar has been known since childhood, then we would have a contact. And so there is one puzzle missing in this whole great game. We will be lost. We will not find a connection with him on Earth.
Wait, what kind of person is this? Such a gloomy one. But he also hasn't said a word the whole time. Something tells me that he is here for a reason. Friend, why are you staging there like a stepbrother? Come to us. Who will you be in life?
I am Hamlet, Prince of Denmark.
Here is the missing puzzle.
You are a puzzle yourself. But as for connection with Vidar, I'm all for it. We completely agree in character.
Yes.
Enough of this chatter. The big break is over and everyone is off to class. Hamlet, where are you going? You have just graduated from the university. Now, forget this grasshopper training and learn for real. Don't you understand? You have a leading role to play in this decisive moment of this whole great game.
Began in the Middle Ages. The game of Michael's Celestian School a success?